Right there, that's the first win of the season for the Blue Jays. They beat the Tampa Bay Rays 5-2 down in Tropicana Field, which is rare because the Jays never play well down there. They finally got some clutch hitting. It was really one swing of the bat that did it. But, a few things. All right, one, congratulations to Kendrys Morales for his fourth career Grand Slam, as well as his 4 ribbies as a Blue Jay and his first home run as a Blue Jay, whatever you want to say. Kendrys Morales, we talked about in the last video, saying, okay, we need 2-out hits. That is something we did not see at all in the first 2 games against Baltimore. That is something that was an issue last season. What did Kendrys Morales do on that Grand Slam? How many out were there? There were 2 out. That is called a clutch hit, and a big hit at that. And that really, Marcus Stroman was dynamite tonight. He was big in there tonight. He was huge. Marcus Stroman, his line, 6 in the third inning, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and he strikes out 5, just where he left off from the WBC. He looked real good in this one. And that's good to see for Marcus. That's really good to see. I have big hopes for this guy this season, just because of what he's gone through so far. Right? He went through the crazy comeback from his injury, and he did fantastic all the way through. Had an up and down year last year, ended pretty well. Played in the WBC, did fantastic. Had a really good spring for the Blue Jays, and pitches his first game of the season, and pitches like that, just beautiful. And not only, something that happened last year was the Jays always scored in 1 run in bunches, and that was it. That seemed to happen a lot last season. Well, it almost happened again tonight, but they scored 1 in the 7th inning as Darwin Barney hit an infield single to first. Russell Martin obviously scoring on that play, and the Jays were up 4-0 or was it 4-1 at the time? No, it was 4-0 at the time. And this camera, thank you. I was waiting for it just to pop in focus, but it didn't want to. So I just, had to give it a little bit of stern talking to. Just a game where the Blue Jays don't get a lot of hits. They only had 6 hits, but they make them count. And that's huge. You look back to how that 3rd inning developed, right? I'm going to break this down a little bit here, right? Top of the 3rd inning, okay? Kevin Pillar lined out, obviously, there's 1 away. Darwin Barney hit a single. There you go. Steve Pearce strikes out. So there's a guy at first with 2 out. Usually, nothing's going to come of that. Donaldson walks. Again, being selective, but not over-selective. Bautista walks. Selective, not over-selective. And then you bring in a power hitter. You bring in Morales because you think he can give what Edwin did, but you paid him less. And then when I say absolutely destroys this 0-1 pitch, he absolutely clobbered it. Hit it into a new stratosphere. And put the Jays up 4-0. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. And obviously, like we said, Stroman did well. Biagini, an inning and 2/3, 1 hit. Clean. There you go. Joe Smith in his 3rd of an inning gave up a hit run. Tough one, but he'll get there eventually. Jason Grilli got his first save of the season, 2/3 of an inning, and both guys got out were Ks, and that's the ball game. Blue Jays win. That's better. Something that's getting under me a little bit is Troy Tulowitzki. He obviously hasn't had a hit in the first 3 games, which is a little nerve-wracking considering he did hit very well in the spring, and he had a really rough start to the season last year and was able to come on, but never got to his big numbers like we were expecting. Like I said, he hasn't got a hit this year. It's a little nervous, but again, it's 3 games in. It was nice to see the Jays get the win and get in the win column. And I, as much as I harp on Justin Smoak, guys, and I really do, and you guys know that if you guys have been here for a while and you know how my feelings are to Justin Smoak, and really a lot of people's feelings are towards him. He went 2 for 3 in the last game. I was not mad about him playing today because he went 2 for. He was your best player in the last game. Give him a shot. And he was 1 for 4 in this one. He struck out one time, but again, that's what you're going to get from Smoke. But again, he gave you a hit. Darwin Barney, yeah, he was big. 3 for 3 in this one with an RBI and a run scored. He had a huge night. I was really impressed with Darwin. I mean, he's good. He's a good player. A very good player. And obviously, Devin Travis got the day off, so Darwin Barney draws in and does a very, very good job. So, nothing but positives from the Blue Jays. They got to win. They lost both to the Orioles, but we knew the wins were going to come eventually. It was just a matter of when and in what fashion. You go down to Tampa, a place you never have success. Well, okay. You barely have success in. And you pitch well and you get timely hitting. That's what baseball is. It's very timely hitting and good pitching. That's it. As simple as it sounds, it's not easy, obviously. So, I'm very happy for the Blue Jays. Obviously, your guys' mind and my mind, I mean, it's with the Raptors and the Leafs right now, but I'm keeping tabs on my boys, my Bluebirds, and still watching the game and still, kind of breaking things down and seeing how things go. And I got to say, tonight I was impressed. Obviously, the strikeout numbers were something of a concern in the last video. And again, they had 8 strikeouts again today. So it's a toss-up. But when you get timely hitting, you can get strikeout as many times as you want. If you get timely hitting and you win games, that's what matters in the end. Yes, the strikeout numbers do suck. But if you win games, no one's going to question it. Happy with the win. Let's keep the ball rolling. All right. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed this game and you enjoyed Stroman's performance, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Like I said in the in the Leaf video, we are very close to 500 subs. There will be a 500 sub video once we hit that mark. And like I said, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and comment down below what you guys thought of this game. Who was your player of the game in this one? Would you give it to Stroman? Would you give it to Darwin Barney? Morales' bomb? Probably Morales' bomb, but hey, what would you guys say? And we'll talk to you guys, tomorrow night, Raptors edition, as they're obviously at home taking on the Miami Heat. Saturday night, Leafs edition, as they look to clinch a playoff spot again. As the Pittsburgh Penguins come to town, Leafs need 1 point to clinch, please. Please make it happen. And also, Saturday, Blue Jays edition. Or tomorrow, Blue Jays edition. It's weird that I'm not used to everyday things happening for my certain teams. But, like I said, tomorrow, Blue Jays edition, as the Blue Jays, again, still down in Tampa for a 4-game set. Francisco Lariano on the mound for the Blue Jays. Let's go for 2 straight and he had a 500 record going. We'll see you guys then.